So Mark Zuckerberg and the CEO of NVIDIA are telling everybody that coding is dead and that it's going to be replaced by AI. And here's the thing: coding is definitely not dead, because now if you're going to work for a big tech company like Facebook or Google, they're just going to have less software engineers on their payroll. And that's just the reality. Now, if you're a senior level engineer, you have a lot of experience and you're extremely skilled at what you do as a programmer, you're not going to get laid off. But a lot of those junior level software engineers are getting laid off left and right. So, and the thing is, there's always other avenues you can take. You can become an entrepreneur, work for yourself, launch a startup. You can do freelancing. You don't have to work for a big tech company. And the thing is, it's already extremely difficult to work for these companies. Just to get in and to get hired as a software engineer for like Facebook or Google or Amazon, it's extremely difficult. They want you to solve a whole bunch of leak code and do all sorts of stuff. The thing is, and I've never worked for a big tech company, but I understand that they want you to basically be good at two things: solving problems and can you work under pressure. Can you work under pressure, and can you solve very, very hard problems? If you can do that, you can get hired on to Facebook and Google. But you need to learn leak code. Yes, if you want to work for one of these big tech companies, leak code, it's a good resource. But if you're developing applications, do you really need to learn leak code? Yes, learning leak code can teach you how to solve really, really hard problems. It's important. Yeah, obviously data structures and algorithms, that stuff's important to learn. But if you want to build applications and you want to launch a startup and make really good money, do you really need to learn leak code? If you want to get into freelancing, do you need to learn leak code? Go on to Upwork. Are they looking for leak code experts on Upwork? I don't think so. They're looking for people like on Upwork. They're looking for people that are into like WordPress. If you're good with PHP and WordPress and Python, they're looking for those kind of developers. So there's so many different avenues to take. You don't have to work for a big tech company like Facebook or Google or Amazon. You could do freelancing. You could launch a startup. There's some risk involved with that. But coding is not definitely dead. Even now, in 2025, coding is not dead. It's alive and well. And there's so many different opportunities out there to make really good money as a coder. You can get into cryptocurrency, which is obviously big right now. I've been learning Solidity for the last couple weeks. And with Solidity, with the Solidity programming language, you can create smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a really exciting topic. Definitely an exciting industry. Obviously, we see what's going on with Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is through the roof. I'm not sure what Bitcoin is worth right now, but it's worth a lot, or what the exact market value of Bitcoin is right now. But cryptocurrency is definitely really hot right now. A lot of opportunities, especially if you are a Solidity expert, if you know how to write smart contracts and all that kind of stuff. You can make some really good money as a developer. Definitely, developers that are good, understand Solidity, and that they're experts in making over $100,000 a year easily for some of these companies. So crypto is definitely an opportunity if you are a programmer, and just all that stuff's interesting. Crypto, the blockchain, very, very exciting topic and stuff. I've been learning a lot about crypto and the different crypto coins and the blockchain and Solidity and writing smart contracts. A very, very fascinating topic. But coding is definitely not dead. Even now, as I'm talking right now, it's not dead. Yeah, Zuck wants you to believe that coding is dead. Don't be a coder. Don't be a software engineer. The CEO of NVIDIA is kind of saying the same thing, that coding is dead, and that all these software engineers are just going to be replaced by AI. And that's going to be kind of crazy. Is there going to be a point in time where you're going to have AI powered robots that are software engineers? They're not even human beings, and they're working remotely for these companies. Maybe they're not even walking into maybe they're not going into work. It's all like AI powered robots that work remotely for these companies, and there's no human beings involved, or maybe just a few human beings, but it is kind of crazy. But coding is definitely not dead. You want to learn the basics: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Python's popular because of AI, machine learning. If you want to be successful as a software engineer, either working for a company, working for yourself, doing freelancing, right now you got to go really, really deep into these topics. You need to be good, like not this. You know, you want to be like a senior level engineer. You want to have that kind of knowledge and experience and know-how when it comes to coding. At the very least, junior level engineers are getting laid off left and right. Mid-level engineers, same thing. You got to really know your stuff. Though, learn a little bit about crypto and the blockchain. That's the future. Definitely AI, prompt engineering, machine learning, Python. Learn that stuff. Definitely. Learning the basics is important: JavaScript, HTML, CSS. But prompt engineering is important. Knowing how to write prompts, knowing how to write the right prompts so you get the right answers. Understanding AI, Python's important. A little bit of machine learning. There's a lot to learn. Yeah. There's definitely a lot to learn. Learning the basics is definitely important, the fundamentals, but there's so much to learn now. You got to be really good at what you do if you want to excel and have success as a programmer, as a coder. And like I said before, like I've said in other videos, you can get into freelancing. You could launch your own startup. You can make really good money doing that if you know what you're doing. But you got to have seed capital. You got to know what you're doing. You got to hire the right people. But there's so many different avenues to take. You don't have to work for a big tech company to make good money as a coder. That's just the reality. There's so much opportunity out there. The question is, are you going to put in the work? Are you going to learn what you have to learn? You got to put in the work, but you got to know what you're doing. You got to study every single day, and you got to stay up to date. What's going on? What are the trends, and capitalize on the trends. But like I said before, get down to the fundamentals. React, if you want to learn how to build user interfaces, learn React. It's not too hard to learn. Now, if you've been coding in just like vanilla JavaScript, HTML, CSS your whole life, learning React won't take long. A couple days to really get a good grasp of React and how to build user interfaces with React, and then you got to learn JSX. But it's not too complicated. Learn front end, learn back end, learn how the APIs work, how the JavaScript fetch API works. So there's a lot to learn, I know. But it's all fun, and if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. You don't have to make a lot of money and become a millionaire or a billionaire. You can make a couple $100,000 a year easily just being a freelance coder. You can launch a startup, but then that's a little more difficult because you got to know how to market, you got to know how to sell, and there's a lot that goes into that. Obviously, you have to know how to build applications. You got to understand front end, back end, APIs, and all that stuff, and you got to hire the right people. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity with AI, and it's not replacing coders anytime soon. I just don't see that happening. So hope you like my video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. What do you think? What is the future of AI? How is it going to affect our industry? I'd like to know. Leave me your comments. This is Tyrone Ratcliffe, and I will talk to you later.